Hello and welcome to TTV News. Ladies and gentlemen, the process of disbursement of public investment capital in TayNinhTV province is currently quite good compared to the whole country. According to the assessment of the Provincial People's Committee leaders, disbursements in the first months of the year make good progress, but in the last months of the year's process slowed down. Investors need to make more efforts.
Accordingly, the Provincial People's Committee assigned the Department of Planning and Investment to coordinate with the Department of Finance to closely monitor the disbursement progress of projects under public investment plans, especially large projects. Key projects using OTA capital promptly report to the Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee to consider and handle units and localities lacking a sense of responsibility with project management capacity or violations in the management and use of public investment capital. The Department of Planning and Investment also reviewed and reported to the Provincial People's Committee for consideration and submissions to competent authorities to resolutely adjust the capital plans of projects and localities that have not guaranteed the disbursement rate to other provinces. Other projects and localities have fast capital disbursement progress, need additional capital, and have the ability to absorb capital without waiting for the investor request.
The orient to effectively prevent and combat natural disaster and respond to climate change, TayNinhTV province has set the goals of reducing total greenhouse gas emission by 8% by 2030 compared to the normal development scenario, and by 2050, this rate will reach 25%.
To effectively implement the set goal in the period to 2030, the province will be proactive in investigating, inventorying, and mitigating greenhouse gas emissions. At the same time, focus on investing in improving the capacity and resilience of infrastructure, consolidating and upgrading irrigation system, and improving water drainage capacity, strengthen information, communication, training, and cooperation on risk and disaster prevention and adaptation to climate change. Along with that, the province will also pay attention and promote research and application of advanced scientific and technological achievements in observation, monitoring, supervision, direction and management, and response to natural disaster. In the orientation of industrial development to 2030, TayNinhTV province focuses on strongly developing the processing and manufacturing industry associated with smart, eco-friendly technology, low emission, energy saving, saving land and labor use. Regarding the development orientation of a number of industries, the province focuses on developing the textile industry, producing fabric fibers and textile raw materials to meet demand and become an important step in the value chain of local textile products. Improve product quality, diversify rubber products, focus on the processing, increasing the added value of products to serve both domestic and export markets, promote the development of the processing industry of vegetables, fruits, livestock products, and forest products. Prioritize projects that produce processed vegetables, fruits, and specialty foods, ensuring international standards of food safety. For the garment and footwear industry, a strong shift from processing to segments with higher added value in the value chain, such as design and production of raw materials and accessories, combined with products that already have high capacity of competitiveness in the area, such as weaving and leather processing, creating a high added value chain. In the roadmap to develop industrial parks until 2030, TayNinhTV province plans a total industrial park area of 12,015 hectares. The planning area is guaranteed to comply with provisions of law on industrial parks and land use norms allocated by the country. According to the province orientation, it will arrange and develop industrial parks distributed mainly along the following axes: National Highway 22, 22B, Mộc-Bài Ho Chi Minh Expressway, Ho Chi Minh Road, DT 7H2, 7H4 axis, 7H9 directions connecting to the economic center of the region, Ho Chi Minh City, Bình Dương, and connecting Bình Dương, Tây Ninh, Long An, located in the economic driving force of the province in Trang Mương Thảo, Gò Dầu and Dum Châu districts. These are areas that are convenient for attracting labor and are especially convenient in terms of market connection, connecting with major airports and seaports in Ho Chi Minh City. In the morning of October 23rd, TayNinhTV School of Politics held the opening ceremony of the 2023 Grassroots Party Committee Professional Training Course with the participation of 136 trainees. During the 5 days of the class, the trainees will be presented with topics surrounding party building at the grassroots, such as leadership of party committees, performing political tasks at the grassroots party committees with the work of protecting the party's ideological foundation, fighting against wrong and hostile views in the current period, handling situations in current grassroots party building work. At half trainees master the basic knowledge of leadership methods of grassroots party organizations, raise awareness of their position, role and importance of party building work, equipping skills and professional skills for party work, contributing to improving the leadership capacity and fighting power of grassroots party organizations, meeting task requirements in the new situation. Just over 2 months left until 2030 will end. However, up to this point, the state budget collection work of the tax sector in general and the tax department in particular is determined to still have many difficulties and challenges. In the first 9 months of 2023, state budget revenue in the province will reach over 7,000 billion Vietnam dong. State budget revenue in the province reached over 7,000 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 77.36% compared to the 2023 ordinance estimate and reaching 72.92% compared to the estimate assigned by the Provincial People's Committee. Taxpayer support is given special attention by the tax department. The entire province currently has 128 organizations, enterprises, and business households registered to use electronic invoice with codes from cash register. To complete the 2023 state budget revenue target assigned by the Ministry of Finance, the General Department of Taxation and the Provincial People's Committee, the Tax Department will carry out a number of key tasks such as propagating the policy of reducing land rent in 2023, carry out tax management well, assign state budget revenue estimates for the fourth quarter of 2023 to 8 units, advise the Provincial People's Committee in allocating the 2024 budget, prepare for book closing work at the end of 2023, continue to drastically implement solutions to improve the efficiency of administrative procedure reform in accordance with the Prime Minister's direction. In the morning of October 23rd, the local military emulation block of Military Region 7 coordinated with the People's Committee of Tân Biên District and Province to organize a groundbreaking ceremony to build a cultural house for Khmer ethnic people in Som Thap Hamlet, Tân Phong Commune, Tân Biên District. The project was started construction with a total cost of nearly 1.1 billion Vietnam dong, deducted from the counterpart funds of the People's Committee of Tân Biên District and the contributions of 9 members of the local military emulation block of the Military Region 7. The project is expected to be completed by Lunar New Year 2024. TayNinhTV Provincial Military Command hopes that in the coming time, ethnic and religious compatriots in the area, especially the Khmer people, continue to further promote the spirit of solidarity, achievement, and companionship with the armed forces, actively participating in the revolutionary action movements and social security policies, promote patriotic traditions, perform good civic duties, and contribute to economic, cultural, and social development. The political commissioner of the Provincial Military Command also requires the contractor to speed up construction progress, strengthen supervision, improve responsibility, work seriously, and achieve the best technical quality in accordance with the approved design, helping people quickly have space to live, study, and play. In the morning of October 23rd, Mobile Front TayNinhTV Organizing Committee of the 2023 English Speech TayNinhTV contest visited high schools in the province and awarded weekly competition round prize to the top 3 students with the highest scores of each school. Based on the results of the weekly competition rounds, the organizing committee of English Beach Tennis Play Round handed over 117 gifts to the top 3 candidates with the highest scores from 13 high schools in the province. The weekly round reward is the free SIM card with 4G access, a Riemann IELTS exam preparation scholarship, and some English books. These gifts are expected to continue to support contestants in studying and preparing for the next rounds. The English Beach contest is carried out by Mobile Phone Training in collaboration with TayNinhTV Department of Education and Training. The final round of the contest will take place on November 18 at TayNinh Radio and Television Theatre with the competition of the 5 contestants with the highest scores in the monthly round.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th sessions of 15th National Assembly is a midterm section with many important content. National Assembly delegates also expressed many expectations and enthusiasm for the special highlights of these sessions.
At the meeting, delegates expressed their interest and expectations in lawmaking work, along with the consideration and approval of 9 law projects, including many very important and related law projects together and have a great impact on socio-economic development. Among them, the land law project is the most notable that is being consulted for the 3rd time. This is the foundation and original law to implement all the laws, and besides that, the accompanying law is also very close, including housing law and real estate business law related to social security. There is a revised social insurance law, and for localities, there is a revised capital law. For all of these laws, we see a very close connection that requires the concentration on time-based research, in-depth documentation, and responsibilities of each parliamentary representative. During this session, the National Assembly will also conduct votes of confidence for positions elected and approved by the National Assembly. The delegates said that they had carefully studied the reports on the performance of tax and declaration of assets and income of these individuals. The results of the vote of confidence are an important measure to evaluate officials, so the delegates affirmed that they will be most impartial, objective, and responsible when casting their votes of confidence. In the morning of October 23rd, delegates listened to the Prime Minister to present the report on the results of implementing the Socio-Economic Development Plan for 2023 and the Expected Economic Development Plan for 2024. In addition to analysis of objective and subjective causes of these results, National Assembly delegates hope that the meeting will discuss and come up with solutions so that 2024 will have a breakthrough development, thereby achieving the set goals of the entire term. We expect that after this meeting, we will have stronger policy decisions. For example, the government proposed to the National Assembly to issue special resolutions to decentralize the power package to remove bottlenecks. Then these are new points for us to recruit, and if they are good, we will expand them. The SIG meeting is expected to take place in 22 working days, divided into 2 sections, with many important contents and high requirements for quality and progress. National Assembly delegates affirm that they will continue to exert on their intelligence and responsibility so that the session can best complete on proposed programs.
Ladies and gentlemen, to correct the situation where symmetries and celerity used for advertisements, controversial statements, a social network, or scandal about charity work, violating the law, a regulation to restrict broadcasting performances, and advertisements for address and celerity who violate the law and go against good custom, is being interrupted by the Ministry of Information and Communications in coordination with the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism. This is considered the next efforts of management agency to gradually make cyberspace healthier and limit the negative influences of deviant actors on social, especially young people.
Most recently, the information that model and object Ngọc Trinh was prosecuted and detained for disturbing public order has attracted public attention because previously on the model's personal page with millions of followers, she posted many controversial content such as illegally advertising virtual currency investments, spreading false information about land prices in Lâm, advertising fake and counterfeit goods, and most recently a series of offensive motorbike performance clips. In addition to Ngọc Trinh, many actions of some artists and celebrities also caused anger to the public such as false advertising, unstandardized statements, scandals about personal privacy, etc. A code of conduct for people working in the field of arts has been issued by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism since December 2021, but looking at the above incidents, it can be seen that this code has not been as effective as expected. Therefore, a new sanction is about to be jointly implemented by the Ministry of Information and Communications and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, which is expected to raise awareness and responsibility of artists and celebrities. The Ministry of Information and Communications will make a list. The Ministry of Culture, based on the list and level of violations of ethical standards, based on the code of conduct, will inform relevant agencies and press agencies about controlling image and presence of that person in the mass media. The coordination between the two ministries is appreciated by many journalists and experts. In particular, the participation of the Ministry of Information and Communications shows that the group will focus on digital platforms, a fertile land to promote the current names of famous people. Close coordination between the two ministries will create stricter sanctions to set an example to deter artists when they have mistakes. All artists who are planning to follow the path of the previous offender will have to correct themselves. It also helps artists better understand what they should and should not do, what will be punished. This will give them more freedom to create art within the legal framework. This is good for artists, for state management agencies, and for society. It's too late for the authorities to take drastic measures to manage online celebrities, but better late than never. The application of these strict sanctions will be of great help in purifying the environment on social networks. Called Hamlet, one of three hamlets with a large number of ethnic Khmer people living in Tân Đông Khmer, Tân Châu district, with the attention of the party and the state, with many supporting policies. Up to now, the life of Khmer people here has strengthened markedly. Houses and roads are becoming more and more spacious. People's lives are getting better. People are well complying with the guidelines and policies of the party and the laws of the state. This year's daughter runs from October 13 to 15, 2023. This is not only an opportunity for children to remember their ancestors and filial piety to their parents, but also an opportunity for neighbors to gather, inquire and share experience in labor and production. During 3 days of Saint Donta holidays, in addition to worshipping at home, all important rituals take place at the temple. Everyone turn their respect to the Buddha, remember their grandparents, and ancestors, and put their hopes in good things. In addition to the traditional worship organization, at home there are also monks who pray for peace, the well-being of the living, and chant sutras to return blessings to the deceased. It can be said that Trumpen Saint Donta Festival is a traditional festival full of educational significance and culture of Khmer people. Trumpen is a season of happiness, reunion, showing filial piety, gratitude to ancestors, the deceased, and community connection.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now. That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.